cubic kilometers of molten rock was emplaced across the following 10 million years. Finally, first flood basalts 120 million years ago. The mushroom-shaped head of this rising plume, upon interacting with underlying oceanic crust, began sending large volumes of low silica magma into it. Going into overdrive, the rate of surface lava effusion dramatically increased by a factor of 900, causing the outpouring of some of the largest distinct lava flows Earth has ever experienced, with individual eruptions emplacing thousands of cubic kilometers of lava. Due to the low viscosity of the lavas, it traveled far from its source, building a vast underwater plateau. As the associated tectonic plates moved southwards, the plateau grew in a northward direction. Eventually, around 95 million years ago, the eruptive rate dropped to about 11% of its peak value. Occurring at the same hotspot trend time, a piece of submarine plateau flood basalts disconnected due to a new plate boundary forming within and then separating it. As a result, the hotspot eventually became centered underneath the northward trending tectonic plate. This created a chain of southward trending flood basalts. Until 36 million years ago, it jumped back to the now southeastward trending plate. The last major flood basalt series of flood basalts subsequently built the modern northern Kerguelen Plateau between 36 and 24 million years ago, which Kerguelen Island is not only based upon but primarily composed of. Today, recent volcanism flood basalts no longer occur in this province, although small to moderate-sized eruptions still occur at Heard Island, McDonald Island, and occasional larger explosive eruptions occur at the group of Kerguelen Islands, with the last such eruption happening around the year 1000. And this is how the second largest submarine large igneous province on the planet formed. Despite involving far more lava than the Siberian traps, they output lava at a lower rate and almost completely erupted underwater instead of on land. This caused the oceans to become partially devoid of oxygen, triggering a minor mass extinction event known as the Aptian extinction during peak activity 117 million years ago. As for the aforementioned major island, which disappearing island existed in the southern Kerguelen Plateau, it likely existed at its fullest extent 110 million years ago, and disappeared altogether below sea level only 20 million years ago. While this submerged continent has no very large landmasses at the present, the world we live in today would have been very different if such a massive subantarctic island still existed. As a final note, I would like to thank my new patron